Okay, so let's one by one do a sync. Atanas, you're the first on the list.
Sure. So, except for yesterday, it was Amazon TV for me. The two features that are done are the Google Plus. Actually, we have two options: either remove it from TV or remove it from everything. And the other one is Chromecast, which is now in a separate branch. We don't need Chromecast for TV because there's no point in broadcasting from one TV to another. Well, at least not in the standard sense. So we are having a bit of grief with Firebase because we are using it for setting up Google Analytics dimensions in the Google Analytics plugin. So we have a meeting and we should see whether what we're gonna do. But like I think that we should keep the dimensions. That's for sure. And probably we should have some interface that will allow us to configure them by using something else for Amazon TV, because Amazon TV would need Google Analytics.
Amazon TV, like a new OS for TV, something like that, or it's like Android.
All the problems are caused by this. You see?
This is the Amazon TV. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually it's the better one. It's the more expensive one. It's very cheap.
Sorry.
What is that? Sorry.
I thought it's something that like OS inside the TV, like part of the TV, and not.
No. I don't think they do that. Well, actually, I'm sure that they don't. This one,
I think they do, by the way. They have one Amazon Fire TV that they partnered with. I have no idea who, but it works exactly the same, so there's no need to worry about that.
Okay, so Ben doesn't know about it, and or he didn't tell me. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know. So this one is the better one. But that one, like, it's even worse. I mean, it's weak. It's weaker. So, like, we have some nice Android TV. We have some good stuff, like good devices, like that one. And Android TV we support, and we support on that one and a few other devices. But Amazon TV, they have their own flavor of Android TV. And the most important thing is that they don't support some Google stuff. I call them the big five. I don't know why, because most of them are not big. Some of them are, but like these are Google Plus, Chromecast, and we also have Firebase, yeah, and push notifications, and Google Ads. So yeah.
Okay. And is it popular?
It looks like it's quite popular in the States, not in Europe though. And probably they want to make it to promote it in Europe as well, because we have an Amazon TV project, Team Europe, with ProSieben, and I think they had some deadline because Amazon was offering them some promotion, or I don't know what exactly. But we have a project in Europe, and there's another project in the States that I'm aware of.
So Atanas, your solution is to remove Google Cast from the TV completely, correct?
Yes.
And you had the solution for, remove Google Plus from all the apps because it's not being used. And the first one you did by just removing every reference to Google Cast from, like, you use the TV flavor and
Yes.
Okay. And how do you plan to do it for, let's say, Firebase? Because you do want Firebase for Android TV, but not TV. You will create another flavor?
We will have a meeting after Ben comes from his holiday. And I think that eventually we will have to support it for Android TV proper and find a replacement for Amazon TV. Okay. Probably we will have to introduce another flavor, which will be a flavor of the TV.
Maybe you can have another dimension, not a flavor. No?
I'm trying to remember what was the relation between flavors and dimensions.
It's complicated.
Do you mean like debug? Is dimension debug release?
Spatial it's type.
Type, yes.
You have, like, the variant is composed by like value for each dimension and then the type. Let's say you can have a mobile minimum API 24 debug. Got it? So, and for each dimension you can have its own properties. You can have different source set, for example. Yeah.
That
I don't think it will help it, but maybe it's because you want to keep all the TV stuff, but TV stuff.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, I know that I can have, like, for example, TV, and I can split it further and have things like Amazon TV and proper TV, but I don't know whether it's called a flavor, a sub-flavor, or a dimension, or like whether we're talking about the. Well, I need to check.
Yeah. Okay. So anything else?
Yes, I think Ran just approved the removal of Google Plus. So I merged it and deleted the branch. That's it.
And we're creating plugin for.
Javier, do you want to go next?
Sure. I don't really have much to update on. We're just working. I'm working on several login plugins, and I'm trying to right now. I'm trying to piggyback off of the authentication provider stuff that we have, because some of our clients don't have a custom player, and in order to do the whole login contract, you would need to wrap the Applicaster player so we could, use those interfaces.
What do you want to do? What are you trying to achieve to have authentication provider inside the login?
Yeah. So what we want is to keep using authorization provider, but then have a native API. Instead of the web-based authorization provider, we want to have a native API that the client provides that gives us back the JWT token. And we want to show this login wherever, at the beginning of the app, launch, on the menu, and before, have options, and before playing the video. So I got it to work by combining both an auth provider plugin and a login plugin. So I have like two plugin manifests, which is not ideal, but they both they're both using the same plugin repo, okay? And they just open different handlers. So one opens whatever the login one is, and then the other one opens authorization provider. It seems to work out all right. because like the client still wants to be able to like mark their content free or not free based on authorization providers. So as far as I know, that's the only way to do it with our old authorization provider system and using a login plugin, etc. So that's what I'm trying to like finalize now.
Oh, and how you plan to display the lock ribbon and free ribbon in Atoms, because it's not supported. As far as
The what?
Are you using the Atom models?
This client in particular has everything in Applicator too. Like all his content is ingested.
Okay.
So for now that's fine. After, I don't know. I know that's something that we need to work on, and I know that there's like a group, Drawer, and I think Guy, and I were supposed to work on it, but the problem, like always, the problem is that the client wants this thing yesterday, and then we can never actually improve what we do. But I think I'm getting enough insight doing these plugins to understand where what's lacking in our system and how we can improve it. So hopefully after I do this, we have time and get together and work out something that's more generic that we could use no matter if they have Applicator 2 or they're using a data source provider. That would be ideal in the future, to be able to like first mark content locked or not locked, and then have whatever plugin you want to display, pop up based on whether or not the person has entitlements to that content. But for now, you can make it happen. It just seems like a really big hack, though. I don't know. Besides that, I think I know Javier's not here, but I'll update for him. He's working hard on the FIFA stuff, like getting all the widget part of it, and we're going to move into doing the player logic soon. That's about it.
Okay.
Cool. Pablo?
So, plugin manifest.
I don't have anything to say. This week I was working only on iOS.
When you publish it,
Okay.
Maybe I continue. I don't have something new to update. I worked on family stuff, something that related to Jordan family and custom data source and thing like that. But I talked about the plugins custom configuration 2 weeks ago, and I said that I will update the custom configuration, and it will may break some of the plugins after I get into it. So I saw that it will break all the plugins. So I'm trying to find another solution to avoid this massive break changes. I'm going to talk about it with Ran maybe, and that's all. So for now, it's didn't happen yet, but I hope I will find a solution that will not break all of our plugins. That's all.
Okay. Tarek?
I don't really have much to update. Also, I'm working on a voting plugin, the ultimate questions, but on a new plugin to allow like multiple votes per question instead of like a single vote. Also, I wanted to raise something, like I know for now, after like we moved the generic and so on, like I'm having issues for those who use templates. Like every time, I know this is like, for now, this is nothing we can do about it, but maybe we can think of the solution. Like every time we need to update like a very, very tiny flag or small template change or anything, it just, you know, requires us to do, like, first of all, a pull request, and then to tag the Zap Android, and then wait for the build to succeed, and then, like, it's a very long process to achieve a very tiny change.
If you want it,
So
or you want it for like to publish it, because you can use another SDK in Zap and build it from a branch. If you just want to test it, like on progress, in progress.
no, sometimes okay, you can't, but okay, if you mean you like use the a custom branch to
In a different SDK, and then you can build it also from Zap. When you will be ready to publish it, you can merge it and tag it.
Yeah, when you create an SDK in Zap, you can specify the branch, and you can give whatever branch you want. And yeah.
Okay, that's good. So creating a custom branch, is there like you know, like how to what to, I mean, creating custom SDK that uses the
No.
custom branch?
I already have one.
Yeah, I know, I'm using it, but if I want another one, so I will not, like, if you want to use it and I want to use, so you know,
You can
like,
create your own.
You
It's
can
not a
create
problem.
one, yeah.
but how to what to name it? This is the issue, like the naming.
It is a problem because you should follow semantic versioning, but I think you can do, Elad, what did you do?
Something ugly.
No, I know what Elad did. Maybe I can do the same, but like increment it with the number. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, do that.
Oh yeah, I think maybe it's a good solution, like to have, you know, them, like, I know, like, we are moving to UI Builder at the end and so on, but for now, like, for template users, it's a pain in the, you know, so
Pain in the hand.
in the yeah, so yeah, that's it. Also, I'm like getting annoyed by the new Android Studio for like several stupid warnings, but
There was an update today.
yeah, update is it's now 3.1.1, right?
Yeah.
I did the update. I'm still getting the encoding. It's crazy. Like all the time, you need to clean and stuff. You know, you end up more doing cleaning than coding, which is
This is
which
good.
is
For
Yeah.
the price we have to pay when you upgrade the to like
Tell us, Tarek.
what?
When you have a stable updates, then tell us.
So I'm your test bunny. Huh? So that's it for me. Nothing else to update.
Okay. I also don't have much to update. Still some stuff on the navigation. Yeah, it's that's it from my side. We have tons time left. Does anybody has something to raise or ask or no? Okay, you can wrap it up. Then
If everybody's done, I remember what dimension was and how it was related to the flavor. So like one dimension is the platform and the other dimension can be the vendor. Is this what you meant? I got it.
you can have TV Amazon and like TV, I don't know, general.
It's yeah. There are a few other issues that are we're gonna have, but it's yeah.
It's a possible solution. Maybe it's not the best. Maybe you should just add another.
No, it's a very good solution. I think eventually we should have that.
Yeah.
The tricky part is eventually, and when this eventually will be.
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks. Good. So goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Where was it?